Hey everyone, Jeremy Ballsmith here with Towne Housing Real Estate. Today we're on Talk of the Town. I'm visited by Ryan Schuver. He's our Director of Maintenance. Ryan, welcome to the set.
Thanks for having me. It's good to be here.
Absolutely. Well, it's happy to have you. So got a lot to talk about today, a lot to unpack, in relation to our remodel operation, our contracting business, where we've been, what we've gone through to make pivots and make improvements and the bright future ahead. So
we've been through a lot of changes.
It's been a lot. It's been nonstop. So I think we're ready to unpack some of this. So where do we start?
I think we start July of 24, recognizing the need for some improvements into our remodeling department. Not that we were in a bad position, I think, but just recognizing the need to improve that quality standard for Towne and for our clients.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we had a good quality standard in terms of work, but I think getting to a completion was a little bit of blood, sweat, and tears. And I think we went through a lot of battles. And essentially, we had to pivot a couple of our key people who are still with us today. Yeah. Do you want to talk a little bit about those pivots?
And recognizing the value of placing people where they need to be. We have phenomenal manager staff at Towne, but making sure that as a director, I'm recognizing and we're talking with you to make sure that we are putting them in the right position for success. So, we pivoted 2 guys into better roles that suited better quality service for our clients and for the company. So moving a guy over to run as a maintenance supervisor, being able to eliminate our entire coordinating department was a phenomenal pivot. And we've never seen a better successful maintenance team since we've had him there.
Yeah, it's always been the 3 musketeers between you three, and the other 2 guys have been with us upwards of 8 years. So I think once we got where is their strength, where is their mind best used in the whole operation is when we really took off. And
for sure,
and it's been pretty solid since. I mean, we've had constant growth, and our crew is better than ever. We went through some pivots there with technicians and contractors, but they're in a great spot too. Yeah, almost 20 guys.
It's been a nonstop hiring, staffing cycle. We're always looking to bring in new guys, and I think that ability to always have that open door has just really allowed us to sift through and find phenomenal carpenters that can be held accountable to the new standards that we're really laying out.
Yeah, and what's even better is not even at the managerial level, but just at the the tech and the on-site lead level. I'm watching them police each other and really hold each other accountable to our values, to our mission of quality, integrity, and I think you feel that come through on some of these jobs now, and the jobs are getting done faster. More efficiently, safer than ever before. Yeah, safety. Let's talk about safety for a minute. That was a huge introduction end of last year too. That was new.
Yeah, it really was. Golden Crescent's been phenomenal. Dave came in and they've really helped us shift our culture to where technicians just know and understand now what's required on job to be safe, to wear proper PPE in all their situations. And, we've now created a culture to where it's just expected. We now have technicians holding other new technicians accountable on site to really, hey, where's your safety glasses? It's just needed. It's where we are today's day and age, and we're gonna lean on it hard. It's a good thing to have.
Yeah, and I think a culture of safety, when you're talking about a group of men, sometimes it's they push back on that, like, oh, I don't want to wear these corny glasses. I don't like the color of the hat. It feels weird, looks weird. But I think our guys have accepted that, and it's become the new standard at Towne. And and that's good for them. That's good for our company. It's good for our customer. So it's
a really good value add to have, knowing that our guys are within that means. Yes.
Yeah, in our last meeting, you had 7, 8 guys raise their hand for lead-based paint certification. Yep. Pushing guys into OSHA. So this is gonna be a good push.
A big training push to get these guys new opportunities to add certifications under their belt. Helps us be better certified to open our doors for more work that we can accomplish for our clients.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you want to talk a little bit about your relationship with brokerage?
Yeah, so I've been working pretty close with Paul Buttonhoff. It's been, an interesting new chapter for the contracting world, and I feel like him and I come together on offering a service to the clients that most of the time was not there prior. Being able to step in as a remodel contractor and provide solutions that otherwise weren't there for properties that needed remodel contracting work, and stepping in a pre-sale to offer a price on a remodel contract to know what it's really going to take to invest into a property to get it to its final product.
Yeah, I mean, I know of at least 5 or 6 examples. We have a couple guys out of Toronto buying properties that you were a part of that pre-buy inspection, the walkthrough, scoping, quoting before closing, and those quotes are ready to rock and roll the day of closing. So that really reduced the amount of time needed for that investor to turn that property around. But what are some of the big ones? I mean, we just closed out our first large
20
project.
million. 20 million was the first real big one like that. Being able to step in, we started providing numbers and solutions on that as he was in that purchase process, and executed with a financial plan that basically met what he was really looking to do to turn that property around. Yeah. And now ends up with 6 phenomenally, finished out units in that property.
So we make the pivot. We got the guys, running the lawn and snow division. We've got Brandon running our handyman division, helping with some of the tenant inspection work for our owners. Yeah. And then Randall has been quite the busy man himself alongside you. He's consolidated an entire department and drove it to efficiency.
And what he brings with his experience to that routine maintenance department has hands down increased or decreased the client complaints on workmanship, on overextended stays. I mean, we are running so efficient now with a larger crew of guys. One, because he's been added in on the staffing and he's now being able to voice his opinion on who we should be hiring for those routine maintenance roles, but then also adding in his experience points for what's actually needed on site. It gets very widespread when you don't have somebody overseeing that, or you have somebody overseeing it that, is phenomenal on a computer, but doesn't understand the different aspects of construction. And Randall really does. And he's done really a phenomenal job with that.
Yeah, I know from my perspective, customer complaints have vanished.
Yeah.
I watch more or less the complaints and the refunds. And it's I think, no smoke, no fire. So
Correct.
It's been a really nice feeling to see us grow, have increased volume, have increased number of technicians on staff, and we just do it that much better. So
and I think they've also opened up our ability to do larger scale jobs in routine maintenance. I mean, you think of a routine maintenance technician or a maintenance department and you think, clogged toilet and stopped up sinks. But I mean, their capabilities with the group of technicians he has are far beyond that. Not that we don't do that, but I mean, we're just doing a lot larger jobs, rebuilding upper porch balconies, siding jobs, window installs, stuff that we really only used to be able to do only in our construction department. And now he's got a group of guys with enough skill set to where he can handle and take some of that workload, on in the maintenance department, which is phenomenal.
Yeah, so between the maintenance and the construction teams, you guys are pivoting guys, you guys are grouping up guys.
Correct. Yep.
You're ebbing and flowing with the opportunities, but also with the needs of the tenants and the owners.
Clients, yeah.
When it comes to staffing, tell us a little bit about your department and what positions are available in that department for anyone looking.
So with the maintenance department, we run both maintenance and remodel contracting. We are always doors open for new contractors, new maintenance techs at all different skill set levels coming in the door. We do have a culture fit that has to work for new guys coming in the door, but I'm always open to train new guys with whatever their skill set may be to get them up to our standards.
Yeah, absolutely. And in terms of pay, I mean, we've got a couple different rolling scales. We have, the introductory, intermediary tech, we have the moderate, middle of the road tech, and we have the advanced tech / project lead. I mean, what do those brackets look like for anyone looking?
Yeah, we really focused, you and I, a lot of time into building out a tier structure for our technicians. I mean, everybody has to have their start and, providing to make sure that their skill set lands in one of these buckets. It was important to us, and knowing now we can now provide what they need to now learn and or acquire to be able to hit that next tier structure. So that has been phenomenal infrastructure on our staffing circuit.
And the thing I love most about Towne Housing is, I mean, when you look at our company as a whole, all but one of our directors and managers have been promoted from within. I mean, you yourself started at Towne Housing, 4.5, 5 years ago as an entry technician to the company. Granted,
Correct.
you had a lot of experience, but I mean, you took that roadmap and you found that success. And today you're the director of the whole department. So, I mean, there's so much opportunity, every department at Towne Housing, that if you come in, good attitude, good work ethic, I mean, you're going to find your way there.
Yeah, you learn all different steps of the company coming up from the bottom, and I think that's a phenomenal way to promote into managerial staff.
When it comes to infrastructure, I mean, we've got a lot of projects in the works there. Do you want to share a little bit about some of that?
Yeah, I mean, we've learned a lot just through the past couple large scale jobs, getting under contract, vendor management, dealing with the city and the permitting application process, all of that, where now I really feel like we're lined up well to have that process nailed down and take on these larger scale jobs and line them up for an annual calendar to be able to step in and do. So the vendor management was something, because we're such an in-house crew of technicians and we always do so much in-house. It was a difficult transition to be able to deal with vendors and have expectations. I can't just force and schedule them and say, hey, I need you here Tuesday. It's kind of on their schedule and I have to be able to manage that. So that was a different transition.
So managing expectations on all four sides of the fence,
sure.
the in-house team, the city, the vendor, the
engineers,
tenant, five side, the owner. Yeah, it's just a couple of people.
Yeah, engineers.
But that opens the door. You can take on bigger work with that.
For sure. Yeah.
But with bigger work means bigger house. So, I've been working on the new warehouse that's coming down the pike. We're going to be moving into a brand new facility for the maintenance and construction. And this is the first time saying this out loud. So it better happen. But I mean, that's moving along and that's going to really give us quite a bit of infrastructure for inventory management, really setting up materials properly and, increasing efficiency.
Yeah. Yeah. And being able to stage stuff out like that, I think that infrastructure is going to be key to that next step of growth that we're really looking to push on.
Yeah, it's a 10,000 square foot building. We probably need a third of that, but I think at this rate, we're going to grow into it nicely, and you'll get a few toys along the way and really start to improve. How quick can we provide the service? How efficiently? Make sure we remain profitable and keep costs managed, especially as things keep going up and up in this space. So that's really exciting, and I think there's a lot to come and new staff on the horizon, new facilities. We're working through our rebrand, so. No dull moments.
No, never here at Towne Housing. Never.
Yeah. What are you most looking forward to in this next phase, or going into slow season? We're coming into winter. So what is the one project in your mind you're most excited to kind of dive into when things settle down in October, November?
Restructuring my schedule going into 2026 next year would be my biggest focus. As we come into a slower season into fall, I really want to set things up and be that much more accurate with my schedule going into 26 and being able to maintain timelines. I mean, it's construction. I know it's an extremely difficult task, even in large scale stuff like the stadium. I know it's really hard to actually meet the timeline set, but I'm going to have a larger push and focus for myself on managing that schedule and managing those expectations.
Yeah. So I think that's great. We could get to spend fall and winter focusing on our new program. We've got new software behind the scenes, and hopefully that makes that task that much easier.
I agree.
So we'll see how that shakes out. I know the office, no one's really grumbled yet, so I think everyone likes it. We'll see. But there's a lot of troubleshooting to do on that. But very excited.
I think it's going to be good.
I think it will, and look forward to that. So thanks again for coming in today, and look forward to the next phase.
Me as well.
Awesome.